EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Uptown Charlotte and rain-soaked Bank of America Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Carolina Panthers. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Down. 70, Indy.
Here you go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
On the ball. Leo. Sick guy.
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
A play fake. Now Greer to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
You draw quarter.
Off play action, Greer. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Quick slant, caught by Moore. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check 3. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Check it backer. Shift.
Hey, Charlie. Bang. Go.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Sony Michel, his first touchdown of the new season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. They'll run with the backup. This is Williams. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey, echo.
Stop your whining. Mike's 59.
From just shy of midfield, Greer. He'll get this one to Switzer. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
6, pull it high. 5. 59, Mike. Check, 59. Here we go.
Mike 5'9",
2.
Greer on first down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10.
Hey, high 7. Let's go now.
Second and 10. Here's Greer again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game.
And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
But number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Take over first and 10.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. On 3rd and long, here's Greer. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Strip the ball.
Deep rip, deep rip.
They are going for it. Here's Greer. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Now, 1st quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
Pilot, 64, wait. Ready, 5.
He can run for it, and he will. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a 1st down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Shoot.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, New England.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check, check.
Blue draw Corkers.
Watch the edge.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Now.
On play action. Greer to throw it. Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brian Burns able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This fielded at the 2.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 18-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
Bravo. Ready?
They'll run on first down. Michel. He's got the first down here inside the 30. He finds some open field here. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Sony Michel with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Hey, box trap, 5.
Throwing on 3rd down, Greer. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
You want to from me?
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 50-yard line.
Let's go now.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
And the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Dante Pettis, his second touchdown on the season, and the Patriots get a score closer. And when the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. This is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw here. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And maybe that one caused by the weather, of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. First down, Greer. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Greer. Open man is Switzer, complete. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They fake the handoff. Now Greer. Now he's forced out right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. So now on 4th down, on comes Stephen Gostkowski to try and get the Pats 3. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
An update from Denver, and the Redskins there out to an early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And that is no good. He pulled it just a wee bit wide left. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Now back to throw. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third?
Go! Get it!
They'll set up a throw. Steps away to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Here comes Pettis on the return. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Patriots take over. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys have to touch the ball and carry it. They're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the...
And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel his first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gano the extra point, and the lead is now 24. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, Doc, because you're exactly right.
Don't you?
All game.
They've got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 35. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Hey, Haywood.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
Play action. It's Greer. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 22 yards there, a first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Phillip Dorsett, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
59 Mike. Check.
Back to the air. Greer on 2nd down. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Tight dog.
Protein spill. Get it.
2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that will extend this big lead.
Patriots 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Hey, let's get this.
Go.
56 to Mike, boys. 56.
General West.
Smooth.
Smooth.
Not today.
Looking to throw again on second down. Greer taken in by Switzer on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Greer now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Off play action, Greer. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Dante Pettis. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
30 base.
Check.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Greystone, travel.
33-yard line.
5.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Got his target, Samuel. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A 3rd down gain of 19. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Ready? 90, Wolf.
51's Mike. Let's go, defense. Hey.
Look.
Again, it's Michelle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there,
he's got it for a Panther touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gano now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Panthers 55, Patriots 23.
Out out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
The Patriots take over first and 10.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. James Bradbury there to make the tackle.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Watch the shit. Watch the shit. Hey, go.
A play fake. Now Greer to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off by James Bradbury. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the red color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6. At the
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Yo, go, go.
He's mine.
Ready.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet mine.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. On 1st and 10, Greer.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there and a first down. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 16-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, In the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 12. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got plenty to catch.
It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Carolina, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try again next week at home